You're all the same scum to me. Alright, but seriously, I'm going to teach you how to fund a championship-winning fantasy football team so you can finally brag to that faggot at the water cooler that he can suck your dick because you kicked his ass and fucked his wife. Well, maybe not the wife fucking part, but I'll help you kick his ass. Alright? So, here's what you do. You guys need to fucking get the fantasy out of your mind. You can't afford your favorite player and win the game. You gotta think like it's stock market. You gotta buy IBM when it's $5 a share and not when it's $1,100 a share. I know you all want to get Antonio Brown. I know you all want to get Ezekiel Elliott. I know you all want to get fucking the best player who's proven because you don't want to take a risk. Well, those who don't take risks are taking a fucking risk because they're taking the risk that the brilliance of taking risks isn't going to pay off. But let me tell you something. That's what fantasy football is all about. It's about balls. It's about going, here's what I think. It's not just about here's what ESPN is valuing players at. They're stupid. They're fucking idiots. They can't agree on the color of shit, as Hamish from Braveheart famously said. And he was talking about ESPN when he said that. Alright? They can't agree on the color of shit. You ever seen a fucking 30-minute segment on ESPN? They're arguing over whether or not Antonio Brown is actually a good receiver. Somebody is going to take the stance that, I think he's overrated. Blah, 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 blah. They don't know shit. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're just talking heads. That's how they make their money. So don't listen to them. Listen to your gut. Fuck that. Don't listen to your gut. You've been listening to your gut for too long. Shut the fuck up and listen to me. Now, here's how you do it. You get your steals first. You don't worry about your ideal situation. What you do is you look at where your steals are. If your steals are at receiver, then you hyperfund your running backs. But you go with who is undervalued. That is the core of your team. What do I think that player is going to perform at, and are they undervalued? So here are a couple guys that I think are undervalued, just to give you an example. It doesn't mean they are. It means this is my instinct, but follow my philosophy. I'm not going, I want Antonio Brown, so I'm going to bid anything to get him. I'm going, you know what? Who is underrated? Where can I spend my $5 getting somebody I know is great, and then turn around and know that I have $195 to bid on somebody that is in high demand, right? So first is that steal, then is that high demand bid war thing. So here are my guys, right? Number one, Dak Prescott. Love him. Mobile quarterback. You gotta love mobile quarterbacks, especially the ones that can make smart decisions, because the Cam Newtons, the Russell Wilsons, they're spoken for. They're already up at $30. People know that they can perform. But if you can get a Russell Wilson or a Cam Newton for $5, do that. Dak Prescott, mobile, smart, makes great decisions, throws a beautiful pass, very accurate, got great chemistry with Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant loves him. That team is ready to win. Unbelievable offensive line that's going to give him great protection, great defense. They're going to be a ball control offense that moves that ball into the goal line. He's going to have a lot of time to do great performances. He's going to be great. And he's going for $5. Pick him up. Know that you got a great starting quarterback. Now for this example, the rest of my great undervalued starters are at receiver. Number one is Josh Gordon. In my opinion, one of the top 20 talents to ever put on a jersey and play receiver. He's got serious discipline issues. That's our treat. As investors, we love volatility. We love things going up and down, especially IBM. When it's down, oh man, they had a bug problem, but we know that this company's got some serious stock value. So everybody jumped off board because of that. We're jumping on board. Josh Gordon's going for $3, $4, $5 in leagues. It's worth the $5 to see if he's gonna be the greatest in the game again. He was in 2013. Then he smoked some pot. He didn't, beat up a girl or rob a bank. It wasn't a big conflict of character. It's just a stupid league rule that kept him out. He didn't have the discipline to do that, but he's developed it. He's coming back, and he's still a ridiculous, ridiculous talent. We saw that in the preseason. $3, $4 to find out. Take him. Take him. Next guy, John Brown. Unbelievable talent, unbelievable skills at stretching the defense out. He's got a great offense that's going to control that ball, great defense that's going to give that offense the ball. They're going to move that ball. He's been learning from Larry Fitzgerald. Tutelage, scholarship, college. He's just got the great education from one of the great receivers that ever played the game. And he's stepping in. Now he's in that transition where he's stepping into the leadership role as the lead receiver on a Super Bowl contending offense with an unbelievable defense that's going to keep that ball in that offense's hands. He's going to outperform. Right now he's valued at $15. I'd buy him for $30. He will be valued at $35 next year. Last guy, Doug Baldwin. Guy had 14 touchdowns last year. Same kind of situation as John Brown, except for he's more of a possession receiver who scores touchdowns. He doesn't stretch the defense, but he does score touchdowns. He gets open underneath. Again, great defense that's going to keep that ball in the offense's hands. It's just a methodical offense that marches that ball down and puts points on the board. And Doug Baldwin is going to be in position to take a lot of those points. 14 touchdowns last year. Right now he's going for $26. Buy him. So you see what I did there? I went with my steals first. I haven't even thought of the big names. I haven't thought of the Todd Gurleys or the Ezekiel Elliott's. What I did was, who's undervalued? Who can I buy low? I got 4 guys out of a, starting 7 offense. I guess 8 with a kicker. I fucking hate. I'm going to make another video about why kickers don't belong in fantasy football. It's so fucking stupid. But that means I've got $149 to bid competitively for guys like Todd Gurley. I'm not really feeling Ezekiel Elliott. It's a personal thing. I have just a suspicion about the guys that do great, the guys that are number 1 in college. I feel that they don't do anything in the pros. So Zeke, great talent. He's got a great O-line. Maybe I'm being irrational. He probably will do great things. But I'm looking more at definitely Todd Gurley. And I really haven't made up my mind about my second running back. Adrian, love him. I might even be able to buy him just with the cash I've got just to see. I've got $149. And I might even go, because I don't really feel very confident in that second tight end, I might go Rob Gronkowski, steal that guaranteed greatest tight end that ever played the game in Gronkowski. And there's a couple of cheap running backs I like as well, like Latavius Murray, Jeremy Hill. So that might complete my team for me. So anyway, I hope you get what I'm saying. Start with your steals. Who is undervalued? Then, what kind of cash do you have to aggressively bid for the guys everybody knows going to be great?